What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo. And, I woke up today. I was feeling pretty grumpy, tired, didn't really sleep well, kept tossing and turning last night. Just thought today was going to be totally crappy. And then I opened up the game. I took a look at Sneak Peek 3, and I was like, yeah, whoa. This is amazing news and something that I called for not too long ago, actually. So, Sneak Peek 3, wow. Greetings, agency. In fact, when Futurefied, an infamous monarch and maniacal mind uses the power of future to gain influence over the present. Doom. Doom. Let's say that one more time. Doom is getting a uniform. Now let's watch this thing. Leader of Latveria, hell yeah. Now, you guys might have noticed something there. You might not have. Let me back up a little bit right here. Let's scroll over a little bit. Now, if you look here, you can see the T and the 3. Let me kind of get the flame out of there. We'll just do that right there. T3. You see the T on the chair and right on his throne, and then the 3 or the 3 strikes. Doom is getting a tier 3. Now I will say that the sneak peek's it's not really that great of a sneak peek, especially for Doom in my opinion. But who cares? Doom's getting a tier 3. I don't care. I'm super excited. I know tons and tons of players have been praying for this. A little bit of a disappointment, I'm not going to lie to you guys, the uniform that he's wearing. It's not God Emperor Doom. And I know a lot of people are going to look at this and be like, oh man, why are we getting God Emperor Doom? I know. I wish we was too. But who cares, right? Who cares? Because it's Doom. It's Doom. We're getting tier 3 Dr. Doom, which is amazing. Not a show nor performance. His hand is no act. All will bow before him. The supreme leader of Latveria will continue his rule with even greater power. I am loving this. And look at the like to dislike ratio, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody loves Doom. I made a video about Doom not too long ago saying that he deserves a tier 3, should have a tier 3. And it's finally coming to fruition, right? It's coming, well, it's coming true, right? It's so awesome. And I got my boy pretty much ready to go. But, I got 3 of his gears at 25. I only got to get 1 more gear at 20, so I won't have to use too many resources there. But unfortunately, I'm going to be lacking resources, at least as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to leveling this guy up. Because if you look at my material, I have, 1,373 EOD, and we all know that's going to go bye-bye. I mean, I'm going to have to do some crafting. I'm going to have to do some crafting for sure because I got an excess amount of TCP. I know a lot of you out there, it's going to be the other way around. You're going to have more EOD than TCP, but in my case, that's just the way it is. But yeah, this is going to be my primary goal in this update is trying to tier 3 this guy because, I mean, honestly, Doom has a really solid kit. He's got penetrate everything, 50% chance to penetrate everything in his passive. He has the native super armor. He has, what's this skill? He's got the remove effect, HP recovery, time freezing, shield barrier, all damage immune. He reflects attacks, all this good stuff. Well, removes it actually. His third skill has the damage accumulation based on how much damage he takes. I hope to God they change this to damage accumulation based on how much damage you deal. That makes characters so much easier to play and essentially better to play, right? It's just a lot easier when you can just hit the skill, get your damage accumulation, and just start attacking, right? It's just so much easier instead of always having to try to time your attacks, trying to take damage, and so on. So I really pray that they do that, and they better give him a good accumulation. I'm kind of predicting that Doom will probably more than likely be a PvP guy. I'm almost betting he will, because his kit really already kind of signifies that. But he does have the ignore target dodge rate by 50% on his fourth skill. That only lasts for 3 seconds, but still, I mean, could have been good for null. And then his fifth skill has an insane heal. This guy has crazy survivability because, one, you can take the fifth skill, you can move it around. It's a super, super long iframe. Actually, the 4 and the 5 are long iframes. But the 5, it's a long iframe and it gives him a heal. And when he originally came out, he was pretty much destroying, right? He was destroying because, one, he has the revive, he has the debuff leadership, but because of the long iframes, he go in that long iframe and you just blow the hell out of him, right? And there was nothing they could do. But something about Doom that's always remained amazing is his animations. Like, this guy's skills look so dope. Look at that. Look at that. I just love all that residual rays coming out from the side. It is going to be so awesome to see what they do. The holding out the gun, right? This one here. It's so Doom, right? So Doom-esque. And then we can move this around. I mean, they did such a good job on this guy's kit back in the day. But it really didn't last that long. And that's kind of what I'm praying for old Doom. Because Doom, I think, you know, like many of you, he's easily one of my favorite villains when it comes to comics. Like, of all villains. Like, this guy is maniacal. This guy is devious. This guy is a genius, right? He is, in fact, usually the only way he ever loses is because of his own arrogance. That's really the only way he ever loses. I mean, that's pretty much how he loses any of his fights, is because of his just arrogance. I mean, I already got a Power of Angry Hulk set fully awakened on this guy. I do have a Rage on him. I mean, we don't have a uniform, obviously, but we're going to be getting a uniform. I might take that Rage off of him and maybe slap a CTP of energy on him later on. Just test him with the proc to see how well he's going to play. Because right now, with the damage proc, you can play with the damage proc with Doom, but man, that's a long cooldown. That is a long cooldown. That's 12.5 seconds, which is going to round up to about 13 seconds. That is a long cooldown. And he is not. I mean, I've played him with a proc, and I can actually keep the proc where it belongs. But for a lot of players, they have trouble with him. But, you know, it really is going to depend on you, how you like to play a character. I used to always love playing him, even with a proc back in the day, even when he was an ABX meta for the short time he was. But a lot of people just didn't like it, you know. It's kind of tricky, right? You're fluctuating between your skills, between your 5 and your 4, landing on the 3. It can be pretty difficult, but once you get the timing down, it's not too bad at all. But I know for a lot of players, they didn't like it, so they just always preferred using Rage. Actually, the only thing I ever used Doom for, at least in the last couple of years, is Squad Battle. That's pretty much it. And then Captain Marvel ended up getting her uniform, and now she ended up being the meta. But I still play with Doom every once in a while, not going to lie, just because I like playing with the character, just because he's one of my favorite characters, really, of all time. Not even just villains, just of all time. I just love the guy. So I just always play with him just because. Don't really need to worry too much about points. I can always easily remain in Vibranium. Not bragging, not flexing. It's just, it's really not that difficult once you get some Pierce on your account, has some fairly developed characters. But I hope that it isn't one of them deals where he gets a uniform and he's a squad battle meta, right? I don't want him to be just a squad battle meta. Either a PvP meta, like, I mean a meta, like a god whenever he's in there, or in Timeline, or he's a World Boss Legend killer. I want him to have some relevance because it's Dr. Doom. I mean, he's one of the most prominent villains in all of comics, especially Marvel. And, you know, and I would have liked to seen the God Emperor Doom uniform, I'm not going to lie, but it's all good. I'm just happy this guy's getting a tier 3. And what will his tier 3 be? What will the animations look like? Who knows? Who knows? I just hope they drop the cooldowns. Hope they make more proc friendly. Hope they keep the heals. Hope they change this damage accumulation to based on how much damage you deal. I mean, just make some tweaks to his kit, and he would be a freaking god. I mean, honestly, the version you're looking at right now, with the tier 3 having all those extra stats, could probably put into work in PvP as it stands. And I guarantee in AC he's already putting in work in PvP. I know that's not a big deal for a lot of you out there, but for some of you, it is. When he gets a uniform and has that tier 3, those extra stats, the extra bumps from the uniform as well, and we don't even know what kind of uniform effect he's going to get, I got high hopes for Dr. Doom. I got high hopes. I hope Netmarble doesn't let us down with this guy like they did with Black Panther. Otherwise, there's probably going to be a rant video, my friends. There probably will be a rant video if he isn't what he should be. So let me know how y'all feeling about Dr. Doom getting a tier 3. I'm super, super excited. And I do stream on Twitch at Reset. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.